Coombe, Part 6. The past 3 hours had all come down to this, and Coombe's timing would have to be perfect. No room for error. He had one chance to stop this seemingly endless torture. Coombe angled his walking stick a little to the left and adjusted his grip, a bead of sweat dripping down his furrowed brow. He could feel the recess in the handle that concealed the trigger mechanism that would turn his stick into a lethal weapon, but he wouldn't be needing that just yet. Here it comes, he thought. Ready, strike! His stick connected with the legs of the screaming toddler, sending it flying headlong into the hostess trolley. Coombe retracted his stick with speed and concentrated on looking like he was still doing the crossword in the paper he'd picked up in the airport. The little bugger had been running up and down the aisle of Coombe's plane to Delhi since takeoff, and Coombe had little choice but to meter out some good old-fashioned justice. The hostess was busy handing out little trays of in-flight meals to Coombe's fellow passengers. Coombe hated airplane food and wouldn't be touching his. Thankfully, the in-flight entertainment system was showing classic movies like The Dam Busters, so Coombe hunkered down, wishing he'd booked a business class seat. Who was she exactly? And how did he know her, Coombe thought, thinking back to the photo Prakash had shown him before they left. It was an image of a woman in her 60s, beautiful with long blonde hair and deep green eyes. Prakash had described her as Aldous Renfield's right-hand man, but Coombe couldn't shake the feeling they'd met before. Around him, passengers started tucking into their meals as Coombe was handed his. He waved it away and passed it on to the chap sitting next to him. A nice fellow, with little to no conversation, which suited Coombe perfectly. A short while later, as the trays were being tidied away, Coombe noticed something curious. Nearly all the other passengers had dropped off to sleep, slumped over in their chairs. In fact, Coombe's own travelling companion had just drifted off, resting his head somewhat impolitely on Coombe's shoulder. Coombe rolled his shoulder in an effect to remove the man imposing on his personal space, and as he did so, the chap lolled forward sickeningly out of his seat. "Bloody Ada," Coombe said as he checked the man's pulse. "He's dead. They're all dead." Must have been the chicken, Coombe thought. Never order the chicken. Coombe will return in Coombe Part 7, Crash Landing.